A new global survey of national YMCAs around the world found that 50% of them had already integrated YMCA Vision 2030 into their new or existing strategies, or were in the process of doing so. And to that, a further 12% were planning to do so in the future. That sounds very exciting. Things are really happening.
In February, a group of fundraising and partnership development specialists came together at the World YMCA headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, to discuss how to increase our collective capacity to deliver Vision 2030. Kathleen Elsig, Director of Global Partnerships at World YMCA, has more.
The Global Resource Development Group was the first of its kind. We met and we talked about teamwork. Teamwork to identify new opportunities for raising resources for Vision 2030 and the YMCA movement. Teamwork for turning those opportunities into tangible benefits for the YMCA. And teamwork in building the capacity of the YMCA movement to do more, to do better, and to do more together to raise resources for Vision 2030.
In the same month, staff and volunteers from the 4 YMCA's area alliances, that's Africa, Asia Pacific, Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean, were joined by the YMCAs of Canada and the USA, as well as YCare International, again in Geneva. They came together to begin to map out the way they will provide support to the worldwide movement in implementing Vision 2030. They draft action plans on strategy and coordination, learning and innovation, advocacy and influence, and resource mobilization.
Then, at the annual National YMCA CEOs Conference hosted by YMCA of the USA at the end of March, Vision 2030 was again on the menu. Some 70 of our leaders discussed managing, implementing, scaling, and very importantly, funding it, while examining the importance of their role in supporting it at a local community level.
Meanwhile, local strategic leaders from local YMCAs across the Philippines came together to discuss their 4-year strategic plan, developing a shared graded understanding of Vision 2030 and how to interpret it locally and nationally.
Similar meetings took place in Peru and across Europe. In April, Secretary General Carlos Sanvi presented Vision 2030 to leaders of the YMCA in France and the YMCA Germany's Basecamp 23 Congress for those who want to lead YMCA into the future.
Over the same weekend at YMCA YWCA Norway's General Assembly, World YMCA Head of Strategy Razvan Victor Razou led attendees through a presentation of Vision 2030. You may remember Razvan joining us in our first episode to talk about the practical guide for implementing Vision 2030, which is still available to watch back on World YMCA's YouTube channel.
Over in the Middle East, youth groups at the East Jerusalem YMCA came together in April over 3 days to take a deep dive into the 4 pillars: community well-being, meaningful work, sustainable planet, and just world, to determine how they can implement them in their local communities.
YMCA of the USA rolled out the latest World Service fundraising campaign using Vision 2030 as an explainer for the work of YMCAs around the world. The campaign raises critical resources to enable YMCAs across the globe to empower young people.
At the end of April, more than 100 heads of local associations from across India met in Bangalore to discuss their perspective, Plan 2030, which is very closely aligned with Vision 2030. World YMCA joined them online. There are more than 700 local YMCAs in India, second only to the United States.
And World YMCA President Sohelia Hayek visited the YMCAs of Hong Kong to discuss their work in local communities and Vision 2030 in action. So Vision 2030 is gathering steam. Those were your news headlines.
Well, have you got a story to share about Vision 2030 where you are? Or how you're leading innovation in areas of community well-being, meaningful work, sustainable planet, and just world? Let us know, and maybe we'll feature your story next time. Just email us at igniteshow@ymca.int. That's igniteshow@ymca.int.